Hello all, it's James Johnson aka Sulfur Blade. Welcome back to my channel, welcome back to my content, and welcome back to Puffin Plains. Okay, so we're in quarter 24, and we need to have another, what is it, 5 well-served routes? Yes. Okay, so let's get those set up, shall we? Okay, we're gonna take the puffer coin and the money. We'll jump in and see if there's anything we can spend our puffer coins on. We've done all of these. All that's really left is airplane upgrades. So we'll start unlocking heading this way. And then somebody said Milwaukee wasn't connected to my network. Milwaukee is connected to my network. Maybe whoever was saying Milwaukee wasn't connected, or did they want me to connect Milwaukee up to Nashville? Let me check this comment one more time. I was wondering about a couple things. Would it be good to add a stop in Milwaukee along your Thunder Bay Nashville route? Oh yeah, I think that's what they want me to do. So, and that might be to try to relieve some pressure on the Nashville connection, which isn't a horrible idea. So we'll go ahead and draw that in. Evidently I have a sawtail pico. From what? I'd rather have a micro flying it. I do have a pico for some reason. Let's sell it. Okay. 5 routes. Where are we going to do these new 5 routes? South America and Central America have. Oh, and we were going for cheap routes too because we have we don't have as much money as we would like to have at this point. So I'm thinking some straight to our main hub. Yeah, these will be fairly cheap, I think. Sawtail micro. Order. Start plane. Okay, that's 1 new route. Two new routes. 3 new routes. From Boston, we'll go with Deer Lake. 4 new routes. And Boston to St. John. 5 new routes. 6 new routes. Seven new routes. Okay, so we went a little above and beyond. Let's go ahead and unpause. We'll let all that stuff come to fruition. Just a matter of getting the planes there and back to accomplish the route. And there goes the Happy Valley line. There goes, that should have gone the St. John line, I thought. I might have saw the wrong plane flying. There's St. John. Okay. And then these two new guys over here. How am I doing at making Seattle a hub? I'm not wanting to spend the money here quite yet because we're a little shyer on money than we want to be. Oh no, the plane crashed. Crash of... Let's pause. A Sawtail Micro operated by Thundering Air crashed while flying from Kingston to Miami. 22 perished in the incident and the airline suffered a -10 blow to their reputation. That's terrible news. So Kingston to Miami. New airports opened. some new stuff here in Africa. Okay. Our North American coverage is looking really good. European coverage is starting to come together. Asia's still lacking. Now that we got a little bit of cash in the bank, we might be able to develop something here coming out of Chongqing. If the game gives us a little more opportunities around here. But for now, we should probably connect Beijing and this. Quarter goals met. We need more miles. Okay, we'll take the 1 and 1. And what's our new goal? Middle East. Basically 5 more cities in the Middle East. We can do that. One. Two. Three. 4. 5. Again, we want to kind of do the bare minimum each time. If we do more, we just make it harder to accomplish our next goal. So we're going to unpause. Wait, why is it saying that we haven't met expectations? Oh, because this isn't considered the Middle East, is it? That's very strange. Okay. Oh, Istanbul's opened. That's a big one. Let's connect Istanbul. I find it funny that they don't consider this location down here to be part of the Middle East. How is our main connection between the worlds? Got a fair amount waiting in Boston. I think we could get another plane on the route. What airport opened? Medina, Riyadh. Is this experiencing some stress? It is. A lot of stress. Probably get another plane on it yet. How is that doing? Let's bring in the numbers down. Well, depending on what numbers you're looking at, it's bringing the delivered up, but it's bringing the waiting passengers down. I'm happy with that route right now. Okay, congratulations on the successful Q26. We're gonna take one of each. We'll go to the airplane upgrades. We'll unlock this big boy here. And to meet expectations, we need another 5 more cities. No place in particular, evidently. We have some money to play with, so we can go for some of the more expensive areas. Okay. Well, that's one. It's 2. Three. 4. 5. 6. We're a little beyond what we need. 7, a little bit beyond what we need. How is Moscow doing as a hub? Solid. Good. Unpause. New airport's opened, eh? More stuff down in the Africa area. Add another micro on here. Looks like our addition of Beijing and Luzhou have put more stress on this line, which was kind of to be expected. Those will work themselves out. Those are just new openings. I'm thinking we're gonna need one more. What's our fleet looking like? Where can we see that? New airports opened. Just wanted to see how many of each plane I have right now. Airlines, yeah, I'm the only one, which is sad. Oh, look at this. A new map mode. Number of passengers waiting. Yellow or orange worse, I wonder. $584, $379. I think that color is worse. Okay, yellow's slightly bad. This color is a little worse. This is a useful map mode, actually. Okay, I think I'm happy with the rest. What are these other ones here? Route profitability. Seems everything's profitable. Airlines. Oh wow. Map mode, hide all routes. That's strange. Map mode. Toggle region names. Toggle cinematic camera. Oh. Okay, well how do I untoggle the cinematic camera? Alright, I think we'll leave the region names on. That seems useful to me. The Philippines is its own region, eh? Have a city in northern China with flights to at least 5 destinations. That might be difficult. We've accomplished our Q27. We're going to take a point and the money. What's going on here? Yeah, we still have the plane repositioning. We're fine. We're ahead of the ball on that one. Actually, there's a fair number of locations that have opened up here in northern China. We haven't, I don't think we've turned this into a hub yet. We haven't. Have a city in northern China with at least 5 destinations. Wow, flip. I hate when they force us to have a hub we don't really want. Is Beijing considered in... It's gotta be considered in North China. It's smack dab in the middle of it. So I guess Beijing turns into a hub. We're running out of money fast because of these. Prices are getting expensive. I have a feeling we're gonna run into an issue this time. Cannot afford an additional. The Sawtail micros are up to $128,000. Damn, they're getting expensive. Did I not set up that route? No. That should be enough to make this connection. Alright, we managed to pull it off. But man, the money is tight. Now we don't exactly have the facilities here we would like to have. And I'm afraid to build the facilities here as I'm not sure I'm going to have enough money for the next quarter. In the lounge though. So right now it feels like artificial difficulty. Meaning that the game is essentially pricing you out of being able to continue on. That's the way the game is going to beat you. Not because you picked bad routes or set up bad hubs or stuff like that, but because... Whoops, what did I click on? Because you just simply can't keep up with the the price hiking that goes on. I think that needs to be changed. Yeah, we got 1 day left. We're still under 800K. Basically, if it makes us do something in a certain place that happens to be an expensive place, we might be screwed here. But if it gives us the ability to set up wherever we want, we might be able to pick some cheap area where the costs aren't going to be too expensive. So we can recoup some of our funds. Oh, actually, we're getting... 900K isn't that bad. I thought we were going to do worse this quarter. So congratulations on a successful Q28. You managed to meet the shareholders' expectations. We're going to take a point and the cash, though I should start converting over to all cash. I still think at some point this plane might be useful. Minus 100% landing fees sounds good. Plus 20% passenger income when flying more than 6,000 km. Well, that's farther than our Sawtail Micro can fly. So again, I want to create some long distance express flights, and this is the guy to do it with, obviously. Okay, to meet expectations, we need 5 cities in Central Asia. I think that's doable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, I ordered a Pico. Well, how much does the Pico cost right now? I might have to actually do that, because they might be the only things I can afford. Okay. They're 44,000. So they are cheaper than the micros considerably. Well, that's about as cheap of an expansion as we could get. So we could consider hooking 3 more regions up to try to exceed expectations in hopes to order a bunch of cheap planes, seeing as the cheap planes are getting expensive. And that might be a thing we do, because these are fairly affordable. run myself out of money. Okay, one more connection here. To exceed expectations in hopes that I'm gonna be able to get a nice stock of micros. They'll probably offer me picos, and that would suck because I don't want to use the picos. Alright, I think that should be enough to establish the connection. Okay, we've exceeded expectations. This has been the first time in a while we've exceeded expectations. And we're connecting everything in Central Asia up to Tehran. Tehran is becoming quite a hub here for us. It's got good facilities, so it's okay. These things will work themselves out as the planes make their flights. This is considered the Arabian Peninsula instead of the Middle East. I see what's going on there. They just basically split the Middle East into separate parts. The Korean Peninsula is its own region. Siberia. Okay, we're up to 800,000 so far. Things are looking alright this quarter. New airports have opened. Yeah, I feel like South America needs some love. We've got kind of minimal infrastructure going on there. I feel like our African infrastructure is better than our South American one, and we have a route here that needs love. New airports. Bermuda. That's fun. Okay, another quarter mat. What is our exceeding picos? Son of a... It's always picos. They never give you anything but picos in that. The picos are something at like $45,000 worth of plane. So that's the equivalent of 900 million in cash. I could get 3 Puffin points and 516, or I could just go straight for the cash. I think that's what we're gonna do. Cash it is. Okay, to meet operating expectations. So basically we need to expand to 5 cities. How expensive is Bermuda? Not that expensive. What do you mean planes can start flying immediately? Okay. I evidently had a micro from somewhere. Don't know how that worked out. These are some cheaper locations, and I'd like to hook up a little bit more in the Caribbean. But where would I connect them to? Miami? Or Medellin? I think I'm gonna put a cheeky route here in, and we'll serve it with a pico. That'll just allow, I don't know, people some flexibility at which direction they want to go. like Panama City needs to be hooked up. And Caracas. This, I think, will accomplish our goal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe these are 6 new connections. Yeah, we've already done it. Okay. Okay, I feel better about Beijing now. And where else was my hub situation suffering? I think Seattle. Yep. Ouch. Well, there went the money. This one again. Huh? Thought I had already done this. I think I did half of it. I think I ordered the plane but didn't assign it. And so that's why we had the extra plane over here to fly wherever it was. How many places is Thunder Bay connected to? Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Did I start here? 24? 25, 26, 27. Okay, let's start in Minneapolis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Did I already count New York? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Alright. New faraway airport. what's going on that lion is that color. There's 1,020 people onboarded here. Alright, well, I don't have the money to afford larger hubs. Just gonna have to deal with that. Congratulations on successful Q30. You managed to meet shareholders' expectations. Expand your presence in Brazil. Ooch. I think we're going to need the money for this. We're going to have to set up a hub. Rio de Janeiro would be... Well, is there any place that's naturally a hub? Porto Alegre has that thing that I think keeps planes from crashing. Oh no, Palma has the thing that keeps planes from crashing, but does not have long airport. That's fine. We don't use a... I'm thinking Palma as the hub. It's kind of centralized. Alright. And I want to go hub to hub. Focus City, Lounge, secondary hub. Am I out of money? Getting there. Okay, cheaper connections. Is there such a thing? You're a little on the cheaper side. We got 1, 2, 3. We're not quite there, but we need more money. Money is becoming an issue. Okay, what's this icon here? Tourist destination, eh? Okay. Can't afford it yet. Feels strange setting up a Brazilian hub and not having a single flight going to the ocean. It's all inland. We could try to exceed expectations here. It might be worth it. I'm starting to think exceeding expectations and grabbing the money might be a worthwhile way to go. Especially when it's only 3 cities here. Only 3 cities, I say. Be enough. That one's nice and cheap. You go there next. $88, $85, $81, $72, $76. Porto Alegre. Okay. Interesting. Alright, that should be enough to reach. We've exceeded expectations. Now, whatever money we make in the next 2.5 days, hopefully will get us up, I don't know, at least to over 500,000. Though it's nice to see South America with another hub in it. It was needing it. Okay, where goes Matt? Since levering veterans, I don't really want the levering veterans. Oh, cash it is. Okay, I'm thinking, where are we here? This is probably a good place to wrap up this episode. So this has been the 4th or 5th episode of Puffin Plains. I don't know if you can feel it, but it's feeling like the game is getting a little tougher. In the previous playthroughs, it felt like the game was easy. Now it's feeling like the game is ramping up to eventually becoming impossible. I don't know how I feel about that. So earlier, the game did feel too easy. There's no doubt about that. At this point, the game feels more challenging, but not in the right ways. I don't feel that it's feeling challenging because I'm making strategic connections. In fact, I feel like I have to avoid strategic connections. Like, wouldn't Rio de Janeiro make far more sense to hook up? So it's not about the profitability of your company per se. It's about the goals. And I don't think the goals align with your company becoming profitable. I feel like our board of directors, they have strange expectations, right? What they're telling me to do isn't necessarily profitable things to do, if you will. And then if I did hook up Rio de Janeiro, how do I put this? I'm not explaining this well. Okay, Rio de Janeiro should be very, very, very profitable. Right. But it's not necessarily going to be any more profitable than any of these other connections. Because they're all using the same plane, right? They're all using the micro, and the micro carries 75 people. So if we carry 75 people from an expensive airport in Rio de Janeiro, or if we carry 75 people from a cheap airport in Cuba, or how, I don't know how to say that. Let's pick something I can pronounce. Porto Alegre. Porto something. Anyway, this is a bit of a tourist trap. Even Americans heard of this place. This is some place you go on trip. So it should, I don't know, compete with Rio. Rio is obviously the tourist trap of tourist traps, and then there's Sao Paulo here, which is pretty big on the list as well. But this is one of the biggest tourist traps in the world. It's not going to necessarily make any more money than an unknown location like this. Because 75 people will be flying out of here, and 75 people will be flying out of here. Am I explaining what I'm saying? I don't know if I am. But the way the game is set up now, it doesn't feel like the big cities, like New York, for instance, like they generate more income. In fact, I feel like they almost generate more hassle because they change the dynamic of your customer flow. How many customers are waiting and are trying to get somewhere? You almost want to have poor customer flow. You almost want to have less people demanding to go locations so that you can keep a more efficient and streamlined flight. If you have too many people overwhelming a hub demanding to go from point A to point B, that's more planes you have to assign to that hub, which technically is more profit. If it's a profitable route, it's more profit the more planes you hook to it. But those planes cost money, and money used on something that is not the goal of your current quarter is money distracted from your goal of your current quarter. And as each current quarter is getting more difficult to do because everything is ramping up in price, the more things you do off quarter, like to alleviate, I don't know, a connection here because it's getting more people built up between it, well, that's the less money you have to do for the current goal. I think that makes more sense. So if you avoid high population areas, in the long run, that's going to serve you better because you're going to have less population congesting your hubs, which means you're going to have more money to use on the current goal. Yeah, I think I've explained this, and it doesn't make sense with how the game should run. It feels like, well, it feels like I'm creating a budget airline is what it is, and we're happy connecting to less important areas just to get some part of the market share. But I'm not a budget airline, or I don't want to be if the game allowed me the option to be a budget airline, well, that would be great, right? If it was my playstyle, if it was my goal, if this was my philosophy, then Bob's your uncle. But there is no particular philosophy in this game. The particular philosophy in this game is that you have to accomplish the next set of goals from the board, which gives you strange sets of goals. Anyway, I've beaten this dead horse to death. I don't know how many more of these episodes I'll do. I am honestly starting to get a little bit bored of the game. I'll probably try to do one more episode, as I believe that the natural end, is coming sooner than later. Because again, I feel like the game is unrealistically ramping up. I don't know, inflation. The cost of everything is outpacing my profit. Yeah, I guess that's the best way to put it. The game is purposely making everything too expensive. And you're going to eventually fail because you're not going to have the money to accomplish the quarterly goal. That's where I feel that this game is going, and it feels artificial. It doesn't feel it doesn't feel like it's because of what I've done. It feels it's because it's just an artificial difficulty put in by the game to make the game beat you. Like, the game has to beat you. I don't think a game must beat you. I think you should be able to beat the game. So I don't like the design of this the way it is. Anyway, I'm James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade. This is my content. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If so, please smash that like button, consider subscribing, and until the next time all, peace.